try and start this drive in the air. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
Now Manziel surveying the field. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Manziel. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenjon Barner. The Eagles have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to choke things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Manziel. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take 36-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Play clock winding down. And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Aguilar in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw here. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Watching that, Barney. Back to it, Barney. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's had no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's under pressure. They got him again. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now Manziel, left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Wide open receiver complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kindici able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Manziel. Now they go screen. It's complete. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Manziel. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And on the catch, right side, this is Sanders. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 190.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on second and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's only, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. 49-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
Aguilar in motion left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 4. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now Manziel. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Manziel. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on came right for it and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watching them running. Here we go. Blue landed. Philly. Here we go.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding time. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Aguilar in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to...
C.J. Anderson, the 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 96 yards, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that will be incomplete as well. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of...
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Manziel. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Detroit! They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read at their own 44-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ohio!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenyon Barner, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
I got 86. Single receiver. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Aguilar in motion left.
Flex round.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's brought down after a good gain. And welcome back. We are in the city. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Flex round.
The play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's
a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Manziel. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Manziel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. 3-19.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Detroit! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Back in Philly. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. What?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, and Sturgis hung that one out to the right. Off the mark. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. He's back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's a 1st down for the Broncos. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Colby Listenby in the final minute. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Hang on, Lucky 56, 39, 56, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56. Good. Leopard.
Watch twist.
Manziel going to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ohio.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No, Jack, Patriot! No, Jack, Patriot!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.